The family video call had everyone on screen: Mom, Dad, my sister Vanessa, and our brother Marcus. Vanessa's engagement ring caught the light as she gestured. About the engagement party, Vanessa started. We need to discuss the guest list. I was at my desk reviewing quarterly reports. Okay. Ryan's family is very traditional. His father is a senior executive at a tech company. Very successful, very connected. She exchanged glances with Mom. They're bringing business associates. It's basically a networking event. Sounds fancy. It is. Which is why, Lena, we think it's best if you sit this one out. I looked up from my laptop. Excuse me. Marcus cut in. You work at a coffee shop. Ryan's dad is bringing VPs and directors. Vanessa doesn't want you saying something that makes us look bad. Something like what? Like anything about your job. Or your apartment. Or your car. Vanessa's tone was firm. These people have standards. They judge. I can't risk you embarrassing us. Mom's voice was soothing. Honey, you understand, right? This is Vanessa's big moment. Her future in-laws need to see she comes from a successful family. And I ruined that image? You make minimum wage steaming milk, Dad said bluntly. Yes. I set down my pen carefully. I see. We'll tell everyone you're sick, Vanessa continued. Food poisoning or something. You can come to the wedding, obviously. That's family only, less pressure. How generous. Don't be like that. Some of us worked hard to get where we are. Some of us didn't drop out of college to find ourselves making lattes. Vanessa's voice sharpened. This is important for my future. Stop being selfish. Marcus nodded. Ryan's on track to make VP by 30. His family has connections we all need. We have to present our best face. And I'm not the best face? You're 28 working a job teenagers do, Dad said. No, Lena. You're not. Mom looked uncomfortable. We love you, sweetie. This isn't personal. It's strategic. I looked at my family on screen. At their determined expressions. At their unified dismissal. Okay, I said quietly. I won't come. Vanessa's relief was visible. Thank you. I knew you'd understand. We'll do dinner after everything calms down. Sure. Congratulations, Vanessa. After they hung up, I sat in my home office staring at the screen. At the quarterly report still open. Specifically, the performance review for James Mitchell, Senior VP of Product Development. James Mitchell. Father of Ryan Mitchell. My future brother-in-law. I called my assistant. Sarah? Pull James Mitchell's complete file. Including his son's employment records, Ryan Mitchell in sales. Right away, Ms. Chin. Should I schedule his quarterly review? Yes. Move it up. Tomorrow if possible. I opened my company directory and searched for Ryan Mitchell. Sales Associate 2 hired 8 months ago. Performance ratings. Average. Recent activity. Recommended for promotion to Senior Sales Associate. Recommended. Not approved. I opened the promotion queue. Ryan's file sat in pending approvals, waiting for executive sign-off. My sign-off. I added a note. Promotion approval delayed pending departmental restructuring review. Hold for Q3 evaluation. Then I returned to James Mitchell's file. Performance issues flagged by 3 departments. Missed deadlines. Budget overruns. Team complaints. Nothing termination-worthy yet. But enough for scrutiny. I began drafting questions for his review. Saturday engagement party day. I spent it at my coffee shop, the downtown Seattle location I'd opened 3 years ago. My phone buzzed. Mom, so sorry you're sick. Party is beautiful. Ryan's family is lovely. I typed back, hope you're having fun. Vanessa, Ryan's dad is so impressive. Runs product development for a major tech company. Making amazing connections. I stared at that message. Vanessa was bragging to me about my own employee. James Mitchell worked for me, Fortune Technologies, the company I'd founded 9 years ago. The company my family didn't know existed because they'd never asked. I replied, that's wonderful. My manager Sophie watched me. You have that smile. What smile? The planning smile. What are you up to? Just letting things unfold naturally. Monday morning, James Mitchell arrived for his quarterly review looking nervous. He didn't recognize me, why would he? I was just the CEO. We'd never met face to face. James, thank you for coming. I like to personally conduct senior VP reviews. I gestured to the chair. Let's talk about the Q2 product launch. 3 weeks late, 40% over budget. What happened? He shifted uncomfortably. Unexpected technical challenges. That your team flagged 6 weeks before deadline. But no mitigation plan was implemented. Why not? I felt we could work through them. Instead, problems escalated, causing delays across 3 departments. I pulled out another document. I also have complaints from 7 team members about communication issues. James's face reddened. I've been dealing with personal matters. We all have personal lives. But when they impact an entire division, we need to discuss whether you're in the right role. I closed the file. I'm placing you on a performance improvement plan. 90 days. Measurable goals. Weekly HR check-ins. A PIP? That's essentially a termination track. It's a chance to improve. Meet the goals, keep your position. If not, I let it hang. I have a family. My son just got engaged. Congratulations. HR will send the PIP documentation today. Review it carefully. James left looking shaken. I picked up the phone. Sarah, connect me with the head of sales. David, it's Lena. Tell me about Ryan Mitchell's promotion recommendation. Mitchell? Decent kid. Shows up, does his work. Nothing spectacular. Leadership potential? Honestly, well, he's coasting on his father's reputation. People know James is a senior VP, so they're extra nice to Ryan. He hasn't earned the promotion on merit. Hold the promotion. Revisit in Q4 if performance improves. You got it, boss. I hung up and looked at the photos on my wall. My first coffee shop. My second location opening. And tucked behind them, my college dropout paperwork and the first pitch deck for Chin Technologies. 400 employees now. 63 million in annual revenue. My family saw me at the coffee shop I owned and assumed that was my life. They never questioned the Tesla, the downtown condo, the barista competitions, that were actually tech conferences. They never asked because they'd already decided who I was. The disappointing daughter. The embarrassment. My phone buzzed. Vanessa. Ryan's dad got put on a performance plan. He's freaking out. So stressful. Why do bad things happen at the worst times? Me, that's terrible. I'm sure it will work out. Vanessa. Ryan says his dad is worried about his job. If he gets fired, it could affect Ryan's position. They work at the same company. Me, what company? Vanessa, some tech thing. Chin Technologies? Never heard of it. Probably small. Chin Technologies. My company. Named after me. And she'd never heard of it. 3 weeks later, James failed his first PIP checkpoint. I called him in again. James, we need to talk about your progress. Or lack thereof. He looked exhausted. I'm trying. My son's getting married. The planning is expensive. My wife is stressed. I understand life is complicated. But this is your career. I leaned forward. Let me ask something. Does your son know you're on a PIP? No. I didn't want to worry him. I also need to discuss Ryan. I pulled out another file. James went pale. What about Ryan? His promotion was recommended 2 months ago. I've reviewed the justification, I'm not seeing it. His sales numbers are average. His client feedback is adequate. The promotion is denied. You can't do that. He's counting on that salary increase for the wedding. Promotions are earned here, not given based on whose son you are. I closed the file. Several employees say Ryan receives preferential treatment because of your position. Special assignments. Client introductions. Extended lunches. I was helping him get established. You created a nepotism problem. Effective immediately, Ryan reports to a different manager. No more family oversight. James stood abruptly. This is discrimination. You're targeting my family. I'm addressing performance issues and ethical concerns. If you feel it's discrimination, file a complaint with HR. But I'd suggest focusing on your PIP goals. 60 days left. I've given 12 years to this company. And I appreciate that. But past performance doesn't excuse current failures. He stared at me, breathing hard. Then recognition dawned. You're her sister. Vanessa Chin. You're Lena Chin. He pointed at me. Ryan mentioned her sister works at a coffee shop. But you're the CEO. This is revenge because of the engagement party. I'm addressing legitimate performance issues that existed before I knew your son was engaged to my sister. Check the complaint dates, James. They go back 6 months. The timing is coincidental. Your review was scheduled. Your performance was flagged. I stood. What's happening to your career you did to yourself? I'm just holding you accountable. You're bitter. Jealous of your sister. Am I? What exactly is Vanessa's success? A law degree and a mid-tier firm job? An engagement to your underperforming son? I smiled. She's a second-year associate making $60,000 a year. I'm a CEO who built a company from nothing and employs 400 people. But sure, she's the successful one. James's mouth opened. No sound. Here's what happens. You complete your PIP to the best of your ability. Succeed, keep your job. Fail, termination. Ryan continues in his current role with no special treatment. Neither of you mentions this conversation to anyone, including Vanessa, per confidentiality agreements. And if I do? Contract violation. Immediate termination for cause. No severance. No references. I open my door. Do we understand each other? He left without answering. 4 days later, Vanessa called. Lena, things are not great with Ryan's job. And his dad's. Ryan's promotion got denied. His dad's on probation. They're worried about money with the wedding. She paused. Where exactly do you work? A coffee shop. Why? Which one? Chen's Coffee. It's a small chain. Why? Ryan's dad works for Chen Technologies. The CEO is Lena Chen. That's a weird coincidence, right? Pretty weird. Chen is common. Lena. Her voice turned serious. Are you the CEO of Chen Technologies? Silence. Oh my God. You are. You're Ryan's boss. His dad's boss. She breathed fast. You're destroying their careers because of the engagement party. Because I didn't invite you. Vanessa. How could you be so petty? So vindictive? These are people's lives. Are you done? No. You're punishing Ryan because I hurt your feelings. I'm not punishing anyone. James Mitchell is on a PIP because his performance needs improving. Ryan's promotion was denied because he hasn't earned it. Neither decision has anything to do with you. I don't believe you. I don't care. But let me ask you something. When were you planning to tell me you're CEO of a major company? Silence. Never, right? Because you'd already decided who I was. The dropout. The embarrassment. The sister who doesn't deserve to meet Ryan's impressive father. I laughed bitterly. His father who works for me. You let us think you were nobody. I let you think what you wanted. I never lied. I do work at a coffee shop. I own 5 of them. You never asked if there was more. Because you never told us. Why would I? So you could love me for my money instead of my character? So Dad could finally be proud. I paced. I built Chen Technologies from nothing, Vanessa. While you were in law school, I was coding in a garage. While you made law review, I was pitching investors. While you celebrated your first job, I was hiring my 100th employee. Then why hide it? Because I wanted to know if you could love me as I was. Without success. Without money. Just as Lena. My voice broke. And you couldn't. You couldn't even invite me to your engagement party. That's not fair. Isn't it? You were embarrassed by me. You thought I'd make you look bad in front of Ryan's successful father. My employee. He was crying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you sorry for hurting me? Or sorry you got caught? Both. I don't know. Ryan's talking about calling off the wedding if his dad gets fired. Then Ryan's priorities are as questionable as his work ethic. Listen carefully. What happens with James's career is between him and HR. What happens with Ryan's career is between him and his performance. I've recused myself from further decisions regarding either. Really? Really? I've assigned their cases to other executives. This isn't revenge. This is reality catching up. But you could help them. I could. But I won't. That would be the nepotism I specifically don't allow in my company. I softened slightly. If Ryan is good at his job, he'll be fine. If James improves, he'll be fine. But I won't corrupt my company's integrity to fix your wedding budget. So you're just letting them fail? I'm letting them succeed or fail on their own merits. Like I did. Like everyone should. Long silence. Mom and Dad need to know. About your company. About everything. Do they? Yes. We've been awful to you. We thought you were a failure and you're actually incredible. More successful than any of us. Success isn't just money, Vanessa. I know, but... Do you? A month ago you measured success by job titles and salaries. By who was impressive enough to meet Ryan's family. Now that you know I have money, suddenly I'm worthy of respect. I shook my head. That's not respect. That's worshipping a different idol. What do you want from me? I wanted you to love me when you thought I was nobody. But we're past that now. So what? You're cutting me off. I don't know yet. I need time to figure out what relationship I want with people embarrassed to have me at their party. Lena, please. I have to go. Congratulations on your engagement. I hope you're very happy. I hung up. 2 weeks later, 3 emails arrived. First, James Mitchell's resignation. He'd pursue opportunities elsewhere rather than complete his PIP. Professional. Smart. Second, Ryan Mitchell's resignation. Following his father to a competitor. Less smart. Third, my mother. Subject, we need to talk. Lena, Vanessa told us everything. About your company. What you've built. How we treated you. Your father and I are devastated. We made assumptions and were completely wrong. You've achieved something extraordinary and we were too blind to notice. We know we don't deserve forgiveness. But we're asking, please let us try to know the real you. Vanessa's engagement party is postponed. She doesn't feel right celebrating. Ryan and his father left their jobs. Please call us. Or don't. Whatever you need. Love, Mom. I read it 3 times. Felt the familiar pull of family. The desire to forgive. Then I closed the email and returned to work. Because forgiveness without change meant nothing. My assistant knocked. Miss Chin? The mayor's office called about profiling you for their Women in Tech initiative. Send me the details. Also, your 3 o'clock is here. The college student pitching her app idea. I smiled. Send her in. The young woman looked terrified and excited. Reminded me of myself 9 years ago. Miss Chin, thank you for meeting with me. Sit down. Tell me about your idea. Call me Lena. She started talking nervously. An app connecting food banks with restaurants. Simple. Practical. Could help thousands. I listened. Asked questions. Saw potential she couldn't quite articulate. Your idea has merit, but your business model needs work. The technical architecture is flawed. Your funding request is both too high and too low. Her face fell. But you have something more important than a perfect pitch. You have passion. Purpose. You see a problem and want to fix it. I pulled out my card. I'm connecting you with one of my product managers. She'll help you refine this. Then you'll pitch again to our investment committee. Really? Really? But I'm not doing you a favor. I'm betting on you. Don't make me regret it. I won't. I promise. Thank you so much. After she left, I stood at my window overlooking Seattle. Thought about family and respect and choice. My phone buzzed. Vanessa, I love you. I'm sorry. Please don't give up on me. I stared at that message for a long time. Then typed, I love you too. But love isn't enough. Call me when you understand why. I returned to work. Building things. Creating opportunities. Changing lives. Some people got told to wait in the car. The smart ones learned to drive.